The following episode is dedicated to our loyal listeners in Shags, Dorset, England.
Welcome to the STEEZ. I'm Jezbot. I'm Jezbot and Taco. Back in for another year.
Yeah, 2023, the year that was.
Fascinating stories and tales of adventure.
Yeah, do you remember that show, Amazing Stories?
Yeah.
We used to go to the video shop. There used to be a TV series. Back before streaming, back before, even when they played it on air. You used to get the videos, like the 3 latest Amazing Stories tales.
Yeah, like Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, there was a few of them.
A Twilight
we
Zone.
rediscovered it, and I made the mistake of talking it up. Like, this is the show that was. I'm just saying, in comparison, I don't want to overstate this year, but it's going to be a big one. But I said that to the kids. This is the top. Well, to the kid. I have only one now because the other one's
Locked in a bedroom.
Yeah, she's a cave dweller. But I said, amazing things. We used to watch this, and it was really good. It was really good. Nah.
Never is.
Nah. Did not deliver.
Yeah, your childhood wasn't as good as you thought.
No, it isn't. And like I think the umami taste factor has gone up. Like we demand quality. We won't just settle for just cinnamon. It's got to be cinnamon and strawberry, cinnamon and
Crunch.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like we crave this extra spice, and that's what the STEEZ is. It's the extra spice in your churro.
It's topping up the endless cup of entertainment.
Yeah, so let's see if we can provide what we promise.
It's brimming already.
Let's see if we can provide what we promise and get into the show good and proper for 2023.
All right, well, I'm excited and I can't wait to be there.
I'll catch you off right there. Let's go.
Good.
Okay, I don't know how often this scenario happens, but it happened to us when we were out at, let's just call it dinner on Friday, Saturday night.
Gotcha.
In St Kilda. Now, the host, we got there a little bit later than everybody had sort of eaten because there was lots of empty plates. Right,
yes.
So it suggested that they'd had their chippos, they had their dippos.
They'd been there for
and
a while.
now they're on to the sippos, right? So we get there. Hey, how's it going? She's like, you got to have something to eat. Here's the bloody menu. What do you want off the menu?
What a host.
We've just got, obviously what we're choosing here is going to be a general pickings for the rest of the table because there's a few punters there.
Yes.
Okay, but we're assuming that they've already eaten. Okay? So you get like chips. Chips is a good everyone's...
It's a starter. Yeah.
It's a good everyone's thing. Okay? And then you got your margarita pizza. There's a couple of slices on there. It is a limited dish, but it's to everybody's taste, right? And then you've got Cassie who likes she requires a gluten-free base. Let's just say,
no onions, no garlic.
So part of the meal being ordered is specifically ordered for us, but other part of the meal is specifically shared.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You following me here?
I was there.
I know. And so Cass was obliged to put the meal that she didn't want to share because she otherwise she wouldn't get enough and she wouldn't be able to pick from the rest.
That's
so
right.
She puts her plate in front of her, suggesting that the rest of the food that came out may have either been ordered for one of us or it was to share still. So it went down. We're starvage. We have a little bit of a pickety-doo-dah dandy. And the other, before we get to pick from the margarita, somebody from the other side of the table, who's already been in the share mode before we got there, has grabbed the plate and put it down the other end of the table for them to share.
Yes.
So thus rendering it, is it to share or is it...
This is my pizza?
We didn't know whether... it wasn't established whether we ordered it for ourselves and they were taking our food. They didn't really ask us. So there was this awkward moment where...
It was a good 15 minutes of awkwardness.
So I thought that...
I was motioning to them going, have some.
Have at it, right? But we also, there's 4 of us and you've already eaten. And you've got chips in front of you as well. They had chips in front of them. Cold as the winter. There's the winter's coming. Right? So there's this instant misunderstanding of what the fuck is going on here with our stomachs and our social...
The table was divided.
Well, these are strangers to us.
Yeah,
they're not friendos. They're like
friends of friends.
Ring-ins. So you don't know how to treat them, and you don't know how forward you can be. You don't know if they're going to get your shtick, and you're like, oh, what are you doing eating our bloody meal? They might take it seriously, and then the joke falls flat on its face.
For sure.
We're all fucked. Everybody's fucked. No one gets to enjoy
all the small talk
succulent.
breaks down around
It does. So they kind of went, thinking it was our meal, put it back, and so we're thinking, no one wanted any, so we gobbled it all up. And then I overheard them saying, "Did we take their meal? Did we take their meal?" And it wasn't until like there was only a few bits left. We were like, "Are you guys going to have some?" And they're like, "Oh, we thought it was yours, and we thought we'd take." And it was like this awkward fucking thing.
Instead of them just going, is that the birthday girl buy that or?
Yeah, she did, but then they look over and Cass is chowing down to her own pizza because she's got specific dietary needs.
Yes.
Right, thus making it look like...
Do you think, to break this all down, like so that misunderstandings don't happen anymore, why don't we have a dunce hat, a gluten-free hat?
A flag. I'll think of flag. Stick a
no,
flag.
You got to wear it on your head.
Oh, okay.
You got to put
T-shirt,
it on.
hashtag gluten-free. Since 93.
There's a big G over your head. Right? Big hat. It says gluten-free.
Yeah, okay. Does not mean gay.
No.
Could, but doesn't.
That's virtue signaling, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's it. So it was one of those situations. And then after that, the small talk broke down with that little group. Because it was so awkward that the approach had been broached.
Yes.
Breached?
Breached.
What's the past tense of
broke?
Breached.
No, anyway, I took straight to the drinking after that.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I was like, I got to break away from the table.
Yeah, you were sucking them down like a hobo. But you got to make the most of it. And like, come on, I don't go out that much, and as we all know, I refuse to pay for anything because I'm an exception to the rule, and I drinks should be free for Taco, right? Because I usually work. I get a rider or a quota or a shouter.
Yeah, there's
things like that. So I was buying me own. When did beers go up to $14 a bloody pop, mate?
Well, it depends where you're drinking them.
St Kilda.
Yeah, when you've got beachfront views
we're paying
the sunset.
That's not my fault that you bought a place on the beach.
It's a lot.
It was a lot. It was $12.50 soaking wet,
for
whatever it is. But let's just say a Scotchie was like $14.
Well, yeah, at least
for a shot.
It's one shot.
Should we be buying it in shots and just go? Look? Is that easier?
Yeah, the Coke waters it down so much.
It is. It's this syrupy.
Again, though, just bring a hip flask.
I reckon we lapsed on that. We should have thought about that before we left. We had plenty of time.
And we've got plenty of hip flasks.
We do, and plenty to fill it with. And what's a bottle? $30?
Yeah,
we should start a fucking street bar.
Yeah, we should.
Can you? Are you allowed to do that?
Sell hip flaskers to punters on their way into.
No, sell shots. Get one bottle for $30. Sell shots for $4 out the front of the venue.
Well, we could be on like some sort of ice cream bike and then go up and down the boulevard selling shots quickly.
Are you allowed it?
No, you're not allowed. Definitely not. Definitely.
What about in Bali? They do that illegally? Is that illegal? Or do they just like street vendors? Anything goes. You got your Fanta, you got your beer, you got your Bintang, you got your there's no necessarily rule.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. You can't do that. You got to have a bloody street bike beer vending license, which don't exist here. Can I be a busker?
You can't.
My routine is handing out beers for money.
You could maybe
buy a donation. Yeah. Is that getting around it? I'm giving you this.
I've just got a bottle of. No, there's all these dry zones around the beach areas.
Oh, yeah, because of all the water. The water's taken up the liquid.
No drinking outside.
Oh, no sippity on the beach. No enjoying the sunset after 7.
Yeah, it's a bit crooked down there.
It is a bit crooked. Too expensive. Took me by surprise.
Remember when St Kilda Bay was just where we used to pump all our sewage?
I do remember that. It's pump all our sewage and pump all our hookers.
And pump your veins full of heroin.
Yeah. Sweet heroin. Because the prices are too bloody damn high.
They've moved all.
It took me by surprise. Yeah. And therefore, I am never going out ever again.
Let's try not to.
Well, we have to. What is this social expectation of like?
It's good for content gathering.
It is. What did we get out of it?
Well, I got a
soundtrack to your mortgage.
I got a stinking headache the next day.
Yeah, but you cannot get pissed.
No, it's too hard.
Can't get pissed at $14 a pot. Pop?
Pint.
Pint?
A pop.
Is that what they call now?
No, he said, no, it's a schooner. We don't sell a pint.
Fuck you.
We don't sell pints here. We sell schooners.
Or they look at you and you go, oh, just a schooner, mate. They go, schooner? What's that? You're a bar. You should know. We only sell pints. Pretty much sure it's just 25 mil difference.
Yeah. Beer and a cup, please.
Or when you say, can I have a pint? And they only know it as schooner. And they say, what's that? I don't like it. I don't like it. So they're...
Well, it's like the old Palmer Palmy.
What's the difference?
Well, in Victoria, we call it Palmer and chips.
Yeah.
And everywhere else, they call it Palmy.
No, they don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Where?
Western Australia, New South Wales, Queensland.
Palmy. Generally, you go down to the hookers for a palmy. Or is that a wristy?
There you go. There it is.
He's done it. But, okay, well, there you just... This was a social experiment, which I failed.
We did. We failed miserably.
Small talk was rife, but not entertaining.
No.
We do like our dear friends,
definitely.
whom we were there for. We hit the D floor.
Well, this is what my avoidance tactics is, right?
Can we go?
Well, let's hit the dance floor.
Okay.
Because
then
there's no small talk on there.
Okay. It's equivalent to like, we're at the pool, we might as well swim.
Exactly.
Kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. But the water's cold. Just fucking get in. You'll get used to it.
And everyone's pissing in it too as well. So
it does feel a bit pissy on the dance floor, doesn't it?
It does.
I got hit in the fucking back of the head with High Pocket's handbag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's so tall.
That, like...
A 7-foot tower.
Her handbag hit you
Amazonian
in the face.
blonde. And she had a handbag squinched in underneath her elbow and her chest, but it was at head height.
Yeah.
I was like, who the bloody hell's that? With their bloody...
long arms.
long arms and giant suitcase. Because, like a giant person's handbag is equivalent to a small man's backpack.
Definitely.
Isn't it?
It is. It is. I wanted to climb her like a bloody treehouse. But anyway, that's for next week. All right.
Okay, good.
All right.
See you at the next family function.
What about a bit of a pitch?
Yeah, pitch that bitch.
Yeah. New podcast.
Scratch that itch.
New podcast. You know, we're always talking about our bloody wives.
Yeah.
That we love dearly.
Yeah.
Why don't we do a podcast with
podcast that needs a wife?
Yeah, well, it's a podcast that needs a wife.
Well, Sean and Arf, who will maybe even come in later, he doesn't have a wife. So do we? Are you talking about pitch the wife life to him?
Oh,
and
right.
then whatever we did wrong, we right our wrongs by getting him the perfect farmer's wife.
It's not bad, but we need the female touch in here. So we got to get our wives, and the whole shtick is 2 brothers and 2 sisters
touch each other.
Jesus.
No. Keep working, chopping.
I've got an idea.
Yeah. Okay.
They find podcasters that are unlucky in love, and they bring them in here, and we find them a wife. Podcaster needs a wife.
Is it find the podcast a wife, or is it like improve our life by working out our wife? Is that another way?
Well, my pitch was going to be the Rings Off podcast.
Okay.
So it's your wife. It's your wife sitting next to you. It's your wife sitting next to you. You take your ring off.
Oh, rings off.
Rings off. So that we can actually talk about each other.
So the problem I see arising with that is that we'll become hubbies, chubby hubbies, if our wives are in here. Like, there's a little bit of self-edit, because I know for sure that, like, you tell a joke, Vanessa laughs. I tell her the same joke.
She don't laugh.
She scowls like, are you for real?
Yeah,
that are you for real look? And God bless her. She hears every bloody joke there is under the sun. Look, heard them all before.
She's a sounding board.
Sounding board, yeah.
Well, look, it's the same deal over at Chateau Jezbot,
Tell
where
Jezbot.
Cassie's like cacking herself over your jokes. My jokes don't land.
So are you proposing a wife swap or?
Nah.
Good.
No,
Good.
but I might just call your wife at the end of the night and like go, what do you
Oh,
think?
don't do
funny
that
this,
because she's
funny
going to go,
that.
that was great. I love my
Talking
talks to
jazz
Jezbot.
every
Oh, he's fucking stealing my shtick. I'll give him all the bits and then it's like he's Roxanning me.
Oh,
When
you go on a date, you're awkward.
and
you
then I'm
go,
behind the bush and say,
"Say
"Oh,
this,
you love
say
it.
this."
I love you." You know? No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just
I hate it.
have other people.
Yeah, they've got the little earpiece going.
Yeah, it's just like say what I say, and then the radio cuts in.
Say what I say. It's the bottom of the ninth, and we've got the pinch hitter in for.
What are you talking about? I mean, I
just-
love you.
baseball.
Yeah, I just love baseball so much.
But all you
Yeah.
need to do is take the earwig out and speak from his heart. Go, I'm nervous. I like you.
Yeah.
Let's have a chat, and then go back to my room and get into the bone
I'm
zone.
gonna have a real chat.
So this is still pitch this.
Still pitch this. I think there's also something to be said where if we don't give the wives the microphones and they can't chime in with their like, "Are you for real?" lines, we can still play off the fact that they can't respond. Thus, getting to say what we want to say.
This is
while
how this is what we were saying in the last episode. We need a public laugher every time we do a podcast. This is like
the
that
background, like the
background
producer.
producers, yeah.
Oh, he likes it in the box.
So Vanessa will
So
laugh
does
at Vanessa will laugh at my jokes. Cassie laughs at yours. She laughs at each other.
Laugh tracks.
Laugh.
Can we just tape them laughing and do classic burp tape, fart tape, laugh tape?
Could do that.
Canned laughter, but for familiar voices.
It's going to be like, oh, can you come to the podcast, girls?
Oh,
So
they
and they're
fucking
like, oh,
they're
what? We're
not
going on.
interested.
How long is this
What do
going to
you
take?
mean? What do you mean podcast?
What are you going to talk about? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
You.
Nah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. How do you breach
We'd
that?
get one episode out a year.
It's hardly worth it. Let's just scrap the whole wife thing.
Righto.
Get a
Get a
divorce.
divorce already.
Can't have a divorce.
Hey kids, have you ever wondered what it's like to live in a real dysfunctional family? Well, now you can with our Dysfunctional Family Playhouse. Our figurines have real-life voices from the abusive father,
I fucking told you kids not to play with my fucking gun.
the ice-addicted, forever pregnant mother,
Why didn't you pay the fucking bill, you useless dickhead? I can't use these bulbs now.
and don't forget the snotty-nosed ratty kids.
Mum, you dumb bitch. I'm hungry.
Dysfunctional Playhouse comes with a real-life overgrown rubbish-infested front yard, real-life broken-down car, and best of all, the real-life problems of a dysfunctional family. Play along with your friends. You can play the council debt collector, and your friend can play the dysfunctional father answering the door. Excuse me, sir, I'm here to inform you that you have not paid your electricity bill.
Why don't you go suck a fat one, you dumbass prick?
Dysfunctional Family Playhouse in stores now!
And we're back.
We're in.
Yeah.
We're totally
Are
in.
we in?
Yeah.
Is everybody in?
Is everybody in?
The ceremony's about to begin. Speaking of ceremonies, Davos is on at the moment. The big meeting.
Davros, yeah.
Oh, Davros.
About all the climate change and whatnot.
Is that
Yeah.
is that the one?
Yeah, where all the psychopaths with
Yeah,
money
they
meet
get
to
together
decide
and- yeah.
what happens, the trajectory of humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pat each other
While
on the
humanity potters along aimlessly and cluelessly to the fact that that's actually occurring.
Now, that's the joint where all the elites telling us to stop using carbon, and then they all fly over in their private jets. Yeah.
That's the one.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, guys.
That's the one. And there's a heavy military presence there this year. There's 5,000 police and military personnel there to, because obviously people that are trying to make the best decisions for the best trajectories of humanity obviously
saying.
need heaps of security.
Yeah.
Well, I heard
Stuff
that. I don't want to be jumping on your story there, but I heard Klausy Boy and Georgie Boy, George Soros.
Yeah.
They didn't come. They didn't go this
They
year.
didn't go this year.
Nah.
Yeah, right.
They dropped out.
Okay.
Sorry?
Klaus didn't
Klaus
go to
Schwab. Klaus
Davros.
Schwab.
It didn't.
And the other guy, Soros,
All right.
Well,
Didn't attend.
On my Telegram feeds, they were saying they both bailed.
Yeah.
right.
If I was booked in to go there and I found out old mate Klaus wasn't coming, I wouldn't be going either.
No, because that's the only reason why you're going to that festival.
Oh,
See
that means
her.
it's going to blow up.
Well,
Oh yeah. So
I don't-
okay. So do what he does.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Don't if he doesn't. Yeah, I
I'm just
know.
going to take this phone call, and then he locks all the doors.
And you're
on
like,
the
get the
outside.
fuck out.
Oh, what is it? Is it, or is it just sort of like optics? So it's like, no, I didn't even go to the last meeting.
Yeah,
I don't
wasn't
even
I
have
wasn't
anything
even
to
there.
do with that business. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I wasn't even there, Your Honour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been a credible threat to both of their lives. I'm sure that there's
Yes, there's that-
plenty of people
Easy target.
Instagramming, we're going to get Jack Klaus,
Yeah, Klaus.
But,
the Emperor.
So I don't know what their intentions are for the lifespan of humanity, but I guess that, they probably, they're either trying to extend it or lower it.
I
Or
reckon lower it. Yeah.
Probably.
There you go.
Probably.
I'm gonna
Probably.
place my money on that.
I have seen this a bit of dialogue coming from some Davos regulars suggesting that old people are just useless eaters. And,
Okay, bottom feeders.
And
if you
because once you're old, you're not contributing to the construction of society. You're basically just
not to
consuming
Australian
it.
down into the
Yeah,
bloody
you're just enjoying being, the gift of life.
the benefits of life. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Well, I mean, if
How
they're going to
dare
be
you.
sitting around when we're trying to build this one world government, and they're just new world order, and they're just
And they're
sat
going-
on the fucking watching bloody Ray Martin.
Yeah. Reminiscing.
yeah, which is ironic because that they're also the demographic that's still buying into their illusions more than anybody else.
and contributing financially.
Well, they are the generation with the coin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
And they got that from like actually working to build the last scheme that they had going on.
The housing market.
Well, yeah, the society, the Western society that we had going that turned into like the
Shit fight it is.
capitalist churning machine as that it is.
Yeah.
You could get a fibre house built on your land, 3 bedrooms for like 16 grand.
Yeah.
Which was
Well,
like
the big rancher, 70
it
grand.
was like 2 years' wage, the equivalent. So it was pretty affordable, even if you're a bloody butcher.
Yeah, right.
On $3 a day, you could still afford a house,
Did they live the dream?
and that doesn't quite change due to inflation. Like it's just not affordable now.
No, that's
And
that's it.
at the end of the day, you also owned it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and then
Can't be having that.
and then your property skyrockets. Yeah, you're buying Mount Waverley for $11,000.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then it ends
true.
up being worth $1 million.
Yeah.
Or more.
Well, you did this, Tim.
I did it, yeah.
And it becomes almost
Guilty.
impossible to get into the market. And then they offer you a little bit of financial assistance. But the fine print is you will never actually own your house.
Yeah, that's it. You'll never get there. You'll be dead. What? I
Yeah.
mean, you'll
Well,
be happy.
these new first home buyers grants now. It's not just a little bit of a cash injection to get a leg up. It comes with stipulations.
They want percentage, don't they?
Yeah, percentage,
They want-
and also,
so you buy in with them buying in.
and it's also only yours for the term of your life. So there's no inheritance. You don't get to pass it on.
I'm
to
just
anybody.
gonna
Fuck this shit,
I'm
mate.
just gonna sign off on this deed. No, that says dead. Yeah.
Thank you, Santa. Oh no, I'm Satan. Yeah.
But yeah, so that brings me to a little bit of a pitch for a game.
All right.
Okay, yeah,
excellent.
I'm
Good,
always
good, good.
game.
And I mean, it's I'm going to play this down a little bit. It's not the greatest game, okay?
Sure.
But
Is it ever?
Neither's this podcast, so don't worry. It's fine.
well, so it's appropriate, but it does the trick. I've this is the game that just came into existence. I'm sure it's existed in many conversational circles.
And in different
within
So
the
basically,
house.
what you're saying is you ripped it off. Go.
Yeah, well, maybe. So it's a bit of a lifespan game where I throw out a species and you guess how long it lives for.
Okay.
and
yeah,
then we'll
I dig
go
it.
higher or lower.
Now we
Just
can't.
close-
Now the catch here is we let's not go with the cat ears, dog ears shtick.
No, it's
Nah.
Earth years. One rotation around the fake sun.
Good.
Yeah, and by Gregorian standards.
Okay.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah.
So 365 days.
Unless it's a leap year.
24 hours a day.
In which case, yeah,
It's every plus year and
11 minutes carry the Y.
Yes.
Why?
'Cause we said
Continue.
so.
So I'm just going to reach into the hat and
Yep,
pick
okay.
out a random
Yeah.
a random animal, and we'll just go from there. We'll just do a few.
Yep.
What do you reckon?
Oh, yeah, I'm in.
All right. So not quite a bird, not quite a fish.
Yep.
We're going for a penguin, a fairy penguin.
Fairy penguin.
Ah.
King size or regular?
We're going to go fairy.
Fairy penguin.
Fairy.
Down Phillip Island, yeah?
Yep.
Yep. How critters. Cute.
And we're
Cute as a
saying
button.
we're saying dies of old death. Like
Yeah,
dies
yeah.
of
Yeah,
old-
Natural
old-
causes.
Natural causes.
Natural
no
causes.
foxes, dogs,
No,
cats.
no
No,
predators, mate.
no
I
seals
would
or
say-
sharks. They've been doing the penguin parade,
Yeah.
holding that down for many years.
Holding it down.
I'm going to go a tight but enjoyable 16 years on Earth.
Oh right. I'm gonna slash that right down to 4.
4?
Yep. A hard 4. So we're talking about
Hey.
a very. They're swimming a lot.
They
So
are swimming a lot.
It's a
They're
hard
swimming
life.
away at least 10 of your years, just on a swim. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. You're not
So I'm
going
saying
to
4.
be able to dodge all those sharks and predators in the ocean for like 16 years.
That's tough.
No,
Let's
you're right
find-
about
let's
that.
find it
You're
out.
right about that. Well, you're both
Wrong.
close. You're both wrong. So Timmy was the closest at 4 years. They lived for 6 years.
6 years.
6
I
years.
should've
But that
just
does
taken the
vary.
10 off that I was
That
bragging
does
about.
vary, penguin to penguin, because the
yeah.
larger penguins do live to what the lifespan that you were sort of considering, the
Okay.
15 to 20 years.
Gotcha.
So if you're going to be a penguin, it pays to be an emperor.
Sure
yes,
does.
it does.
Nice to be- it's good to be the king.
Now, they're the ones that breed on the ice, yeah? Then that Arctic's cold, bloody
Yeah.
breeze,
They
eh?
all huddle up and
huddle up. I've got a theory about this. I think that the emperor penguins, as David Attenborough probably would say, penguins.
It's penguin.
I think the Antarctic was a land of paradise back in the day.
Oh,
And
tropical
the
island.
penguins would always go there, generation after generation, back to the same place. Now it's covered in ice,
Oh, okay.
but then it was like it
was a
forest.
holiday.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was like going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Then the thunder of Thor bloody hit the thing and the
Ice and the climate change.
climate
and
change, and then they just went, right now we'll go back there because no other cunts there now.
but we want to keep warm because
So
we
we'll
came here to
huddle
be warm, so they huddle up.
16 years.
16 to 20.
No, yeah, that's a really good point that you bring up there, because that would make sense of the little bit of orange that they've got there. That's just a
yeah,
little
tropical,
homage to
yeah.
the paradise
to the
to the zinc that
to
they
the zinc
would
they
wear on
used to
their
put on. Yeah. Okay. What's the next animal?
All right, next animal. Okay, we're going something local.
Right.
Something fresh.
Yep, something
Something
local.
local?
The lifespan of the common koala.
Oh, common koala. Not to be mistaken with the uncommon koala bear. Or the very common drop bear.
Yeah, watch
Does a
out
drop
for
bear? Is that like a? Is it dead? Does it die after it drops?
Only if it scratches you to death.
Yeah, it's like a bee sting.
It's like a bee sting.
Yeah.
As soon as it stings, it dies.
Yeah.
Koala is, I reckon they live to, I'm going to say, 12 years old.
I think.
But in koala years, yeah.
I think all things considered, very slow movers, probably a slower pace of life.
Okay.
They do have all that chlamydia, though, don't
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, which is pretty
So-
common, which would have affected the old
they?
average.
I'm going. I've got to say it again. 16 years.
Okay.
Well, I reckon that'd be pretty spot on, because the numbers that I've got here are 13 to 18 years.
Okay,
that's
we're
right,
right.
bang smack in the middle.
Yeah, we're both smacking
13 to 18 years, which
Okay.
That's living out in the bush.
Eat
Like,
nothing but leaves.
if you were,
Yeah.
if you were a city koala in some sort of sanctuary or a pet, you're living 25 years.
20, 25 soaking wet.
yeah, on that good zoo chow.
Got the
Yeah,
zoo chow.
Zoo leaf.
Your chlamydia's been cleared up.
Yep.
You've had all your shots.
Yep.
And all you got to do is sit in the bloody tree and wave to punters.
Yep. Occasionally get a cuddle.
Yep, making those tourism dollars.
Get high as a kite on all that eucalypt
Yeah.
diet.
And you're one of the star poster childs of Australia.
Well,
yeah.
if not the.
Yeah, do you reckon?
Yeah,
No, I reckon a
or
kangaroo
Kanga.
comes in, springs in just ahead of him. He's hopping mad.
I'm gonna do a quick little search and find out which animal is more valuable to the Australian economy.
Sidebar.
Okay.
All right. I like it.
So while you're searching now, I just did a quick search because I've got the power of editing.
Yeah.
and you said what's more significant to the economy? That's different to what's more popular.
Well, yeah. You said what's the poster boy, and the
Yeah.
koalas. The kangaroo. That's been on flags.
Yeah.
That's,
And so, but I did a quick search, and I think I uncovered a big koala
Okay.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
Because according to the internet, the top thing was koalas are far more popular compared to kangaroos. This comes to us from koalainfo.com.
Oh, these bastards.
Those bastards.
Is that...
So what's
They're saying the koalainfo.com says koalas are way more better than kangaroos.
Well, according to my research, they would be right in saying that.
Okay.
See,
See who's getting paid under the table.
Big
the zoo.
koala.
Yeah,
Big
big-
koala.
At the big zoo board meeting.
big koala. So,
Is there a big koala out
There is a
the-
big koala.
That's
Yeah,
big
yeah.
banana, big pineapple.
I think there's a couple of big koalas, but there's one in the between here and Adelaide, in the middle of
Adelaide, yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah.
There's a koala out there. Sorry.
And
we
it's
digress.
it's pretty. Yeah,
It's near the
it's,
big ram.
it's fascinating. It's fascinating.
Big shrimp.
But they say that and talking about big koala, right? So I think there is a bit of a conspiracy involved because the large print estimate that came up first said that that koalas were worth $1.1 billion to the Australian economy, whereas the Australian Koala Foundation said the koalas are worth $3.2 billion. So there's $2.1 billion discrepancy.
Wow, I'd be talking to my accountant.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
He's skimming.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
No. It's clear he says 3.3 billion. Don't look in my bank account. It's Swiss.
Well, what are they saying about... Something's off there because we're not eating koalas, yeah? Are we milking koala? Is there koala milk?
It's
Because I'm sure there's an industry for
tourism.
Kangaroo
30,000 jobs.
What about all the kangaroo meat guys?
Well,
yeah, kangaroo farms.
gotta be
Is there a
billions.
there's kangaroo farms.
Nah, they just shoot them out of the helicopters.
Oh,
and then-
right. Yeah, it's called a culling.
Yeah.
well, the thing that really got me talking about the large print first thing that comes up, I said, what is the kangaroo worth to the Australian economy? And it says, we make a valuable contribution to the Australian economy. And it says we, as in,
Kangaroos.
Big kangaroo.
He's speaking for the rest of the kangaroos.
is it a kangaroo speaking?
Does he speak for wallabies and jackaroos? And the titwiller that looks like a...
I think he's mainly for marsupials.
Oh, he's
Dude.
marsup.
Yeah, dudes with pouches.
Big marsup.
Well, the gross value of production for the commercial kangaroo industry is around $200 million. And this includes ancillary benefits such as reduced agricultural damage,
Yes.
reduced road accidents,
Gotcha.
and broader
Gotcha.
benefits to the community.
Okay, yeah. Koalas.
Good cull, yeah.
is, no fuss.
So they're saying that...
It's otherwise known as kanganomics.
Ah.
Kanganomics. It's not worth killing kangaroos.
It's worth it, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, $200 million to the
Worth the
benefits of
damage.
this.
It's not worth it. I ain't getting out there shooting
all these
all
these
them
tourists, they go, oh, I've got to go to Australia to see a koala. Is that what they're basing it on? Like the guy that goes to Hillsville Sanctuary from France, right, to see a koala once, pays his fucking entry fee $37.50 for a family of 5.
Yeah.
Are the government going, right, that Frenchman, all the ticket cost, the hotels, everything that he spends his money while he's over Australia is because of the koala.
Yeah, I mean...
Or is it just the $37.50 at Hillsville Sanctuary that gets the...
How do they
Yes.
quantify it? Is it on the custom sheet when they say reason for travel?
Koalas.
Koala.
koalas.
And
Yeah.
they just
koala.
got...
Or do they say koala mug, koala t-shirt,
Yeah.
koala towel?
And they go, how much do you reckon you're going to spend in Australia?
They got
probably
three
about
boxes.
10
They got
grand.
3 boxes. Business, leisure, and the koala box. And the koala box is just overflowing.
Oh, so-
yeah. And do they make moccasins out of koalas?
Oh, that's a
another.
bloody good... So
Koala
soft.
mocco.
So soft.
So soft.
So soft.
But are they? I thought they were kind of coarse. The hair of the
No,
koala.
it's super soft. Have you ever patted a
Patted-
chlamydia?
patted one?
ridden?
Have I ever?
Chlamydia
I don't know if I
ridden?
have.
Never been that close to
surely,
chlamydia?
Surely,
You ever been that close to chlamydia?
I've never seen a koala out in the wild, but I have seen them at your Hillsville.
Well, it does spawn like many side topics, but we've gone off the game. What's the next bloody animal?
Shit.
That's a bloody good point, and we're going to bring it back, shing it back to me. All right, so let's go to something a little bit
Exotic.
shorter.
Okay.
The shortest lifespan.
Okay.
Titwillow. Hey.
Come on, a house. Rat.
Nah, they got a...
Oh, they got about 9 years on them, though. Yeah. Wait, give us an animal. We haven't given us one yet.
Yeah, okay.
Playing ahead.
The shortest lifespan is of a female mayfly.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Could you estimate?
Well, I think it's all in the name, isn't it?
Mayfly.
Like,
yeah.
They last 30 days.
I reckon 2 days.
Or it may die. It's born, but it may just
May
die.
just die.
Um,
I reckon 24 hours.
30
24 hours.
getting warmer.
Is it?
Yeah,
35 minutes.
getting warmer.
Really? 10 minutes.
10 mins?
Getting warmer.
2 minutes.
2 mins.
Colder. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
The
Wait a
female
minute.
mayfly.
Wasting my life. Wasting my life trying to get up. Imagine if you slept in that day.
You're right. You're dead.
You're dead.
You're dead.
So how does it work? You pupate.
Blech.
You come out of your cocoon or whatever.
Straight
as
into
a
the drink.
mayfly, straight into a root.
Yep.
Yep.
Preggers.
Yep.
And then squirt.
You'll probably
out some
find they probably
egos.
spend a lot of their
Straight
life maybe as a larvae. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea.
But are they pregnant larvae?
But you would find that it'd be like under the certain conditions and the certain day and the moon and the temperature, and they all do their little
They
flurry
emerge,
into the
Thing, and
there's
then-
mayflies everywhere, and they do a little bit of a mass orgy, and then they die, and then the eggs are left behind, and then
What a rad
the
life.
cycle repeats.
Yeah.
Cool.
But then it leads us to, it's not 5 minutes to them; it's a lifetime to them.
Oh, it is.
They
It's
know
a
no
long
better.
time.
They're not.
You know.
They're not on the Gregorian calendar.
No.
It's just like to us, the trees are moving really slow, but to them, we're moving really fast.
It's like
Gotcha.
we're just a blur.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And that's another interesting way. We were talking about on the other episode about the subjectiveness of the calendar, and it's the same with time and lifetimes. And how you experience it. I mean, the fact of the matter is that it's likely that time isn't linear at all. It's a single moment, and we navigate it. We tell ourselves this story, and because it's the way our simple our brains that aren't God.
What he's trying to say is
Process all this information and make sense of the moment, and each these different beings have a
time is
different
an
way of
abstract-
navigating that.
time is an abstract concept by which we measure time over distance divided by age equals
Reality and reality is illusion caused by the lack of drugs. You always see that graffitied everywhere.
Yeah, do you? Everywhere?
Yeah.
Can you hit us with the oldest? Can we guess the age of the oldest?
What lives the longest?
Yeah.
Sperm
Longest-
whale.
Is it?
I reckon.
Do you reckon?
Mm-hmm.
No, the
Some sort of whale.
turts
Oh, turts.
Torty?
Torties.
don't get a look in. Elephant?
Elephant, not that long.
Well, I think you'd be pretty close to that, but it is a sea animal.
Okay, of course it is.
It's something that lives in the sea.
It's either a giant ship-eating squid.
No, yeah. Squids don't die, do they?
Squids don't die. That sounds like a good James Bond movie.
Squids don't die. Not without my squid.
This time isn't.
I'm sure there's jellyfish. They haven't proved that the jellyfish
Jellyfish?
actually die.
Oh,
really?
Something like that. Oh,
Okay,
fuck,
I was going to go down the tortoise shell-based crustacean or...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is shell-based.
Okay.
sea snail.
Abalone.
Yeah.
they got
Clam.
Crabs.
Cha-ching.
Clam.
We have ourselves a wiener, right? You're right, it's a clam. It's an ocean quahog. Clams.
Delicious.
Ocean quahogs live in the Atlantic and can live more than 400 years old.
With a juicy center.
How's this? Its name is Ming, but you could read it Minge.
Okay, you
A
could.
clam.
A clam.
A clam.
A clam at 507 years of age Minge the clam broke the Guinness World Record as the oldest animal in the world.
I'll say.
And we found that out because we had to cut him open and count his rings.
Yeah, okay.
And apparently some sea sponges can live up to 11,000 years old.
There you go.
11,000, did you say?
Yep.
11,000.
And that would be technically like a tree. That's like a plant.
Yeah.
I think it's an organism, but
11,000 though. This I got to question this.
When did we
carbon
start
dating
taking
business.
records? Yeah.
They start throwing numbers around with that carbon dating, like there ain't
nonsense.
no. Oh, too much. Well, there you go. What a bloody.
But on land, you were right. Also, it's the giant tortoise can live to 190 years old.
Right.
Bada bing, bada bang.
Bada bing, bada bang.
Eat more tortoises is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, we're so close to wiping them out. We've almost done it, boys.
Oh well, thanks for bringing that segment in.
Yeah.
Jeez, makes
Love
me
a bit
want
of
to live
homework.
longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like absolutely useless information.
Yeah,
Or is it?
or is it?
Nestled in the foothills of Werribee, Rudolph Bernstein's Limited presents Satan's Gate Retirement Villages. At Satan's Gate, enjoy your retirement in the company of others that are also on death's doorstep. Enjoy the uninterrupted views of our world-renowned waste management facility. We offer you complete independence with our no-staff policy. You smell that? Satisfy your hunger and enjoy our state-of-the-art feed troughs, located in our nature-friendly snake and rat-infested barnyards. And for those with medical issues, help yourself because we won't. We value your independence so much, we don't provide any. So let's face the facts. You're old, nobody loves you, and we've all got to die sometime. So why not here at Satan's Gate? It's your home away from the home you'd rather be at.
Just a short one.
Yeah, sure.
I just thought, this is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
I found this book in the shed I was cleaning up.
yeah.
It's called Mastering Rubik's Cube.
Oh, sick. So this
Solution
is
to the 20th century most amazing puzzle.
which requires an entire book to
Yeah,
say
nice.
the code. Yeah,
It is, and it's a nice, colourful
good
cover.
colourful cover. Yeah, and you've got your traditional Rubik's cube on the front, in full realistic colour.
Yeah, and I've got a Rubik's Cube here, ready to
right.
use the book and
Okay.
try to solve it.
Okay, it sounds real.
So let's just have a look. Let's get step one. Mastering Rubik's Cube, and it was bought originally at Nick the Slasher.
Oh,
Wholesale
yeah.
prices direct to you. Shop A5, Miranda Marketplace, Miranda 228.
He's currently in jail for murder.
Nick the Slasher.
Nick the Slasher.
But then after that, Nick the Slasher had this, it went to Helipat Bargains. Wholesale prices direct to the public. Giftware, toys, clothing. 4 Carlisle Street, Ingleburn.
Humperdinck.
So let's go. Let's see.
Okay.
By Don Taylor.
We're going to read the whole thing?
Well, we get to the first page
Gotcha,
here,
yeah.
and you find out that it's...
It's in good old
Black and
fashioned
white.
black and white.
And then just under the book marketing PL, they all the first published rights and all that kind of stuff. There's this, I don't know.
You call it a key. Call it a key.
Okay. You've got a maybe 40 millimeter by 40 millimeter. No, it's 20 mil by 20 by 40.
A square.
A square. Of these,
50 Shades of Grey.
cannot read them. So it says...
Oh, the font is quite small, yeah.
So it's all in black and white. So obviously when they're going, okay, turn red to green, green to red, blah, blah, blah.
You're saying grey,
You've got-
mid-grey, dark grey.
Yeah, so white's just white.
Yep.
Yellow is little black dots. Orange is stripy lines,
Right.
vertical. Red is horizontal lines.
So I'll stop you right there.
Green is white dots, not black dots. And then blue is a mixture of...
So you need
my eyes
a,
cannot even focus
So
on
you
it.
need a Mastering the Gleaming the Cube Rubik's book with a, I don't know, like a colour guide?
Well, you need a colouring inset. And you need to go and then decode the whole book with the colouring set.
Now, do the decode in words? Turning topside leftwise, turn in a southeasterly direction while maintaining the bottom 4 squares of the squares above to the power of 4.
Turn the vertical lines towards the horizontal lines
Yeah.
in an upwards fashion.
Never away.
So diagram 7, this is on Pretty Patterns on page 9. It's, you just take a glance at that.
Man, I do not know what's going on there.
It's
no.
just so many shades.
It's blacks and greys and whites.
And stripes and lines.
can you? Oh, would it be suitable while you're in training to re-stickerize your cube
with the black
to
and white
match
version?
the?
I mean, this is published in
1970 what?
something or other. So you could just go to YouTube, and that's in full colour.
Now, yeah, but now you go to YouTube and you see some 4-year-old bloody solving it while juggling it, and still does it at under 7 seconds.
Pretty
and you're
crazy.
Like, fuck this cube. Fuck this cube and fuck my brain.
Yeah, I'm never going to be able to solve it, but you've just done.
This is just
juggling.
solved my self-esteem problem. I got one after this. And Rubik's, what a prick. Don't make it so fucking hard. How long has the Rubik's Cube been around?
1980s.
Yeah.
Like that.
Have you ever solved it?
Never bothered to.
Right,
Tried.
Rubik's, you're a prick because you've done 1,000 puzzles since then.
That's right.
So you are a puzzler.
I love a puzzle.
But like this is a mind bender, and also it comes across as a magic trick. You see somebody that solves a Rubik's Cube, and they are like 10 times better than a puzzler somehow. But there's less pieces.
They've got a way of thinking. And what about the when Rubik's did the comeback? I think maybe in the early 90s, it was the flat Rubik's Cube
with the rings. Make the rings interweave. That's what it was.
No, it was fold. You could fold it.
Yeah, it had interweaving rings, and you had to match up the rings to interweave. And there was like a left down, up, right, right down, left, right, left, up. I think it was the same kind of structure of resolution in terms of the solving it. But just as hard. And one day I came down. Like I loved that thing. I like the flippity doodah. It was like a stress reliever.
Yes.
I never intended to solve it, but I did like the flippity sticks of it all. And I came down one day, and Steve and Mick Stanning and all those dudes stayed over the night. And my Rubik's was in like a bundle in the middle of the floor with all these wires coming out of it in this big fucking mess thing. I was heartbroken, to say the least.
Those metal boys.
Who trashed me thing? I don't know who did it. Maybe it was the rat. Yeah, Mick Stanning. The rat. Who I saw at the Notting Hill pub, and he was in a really long jacket. And he went, check this out. And I opened it up, and he had a sawn-off shotgun in there. And I'm like, and I'm out.
And obviously that was a pseudonym. It wasn't his real name, was it?
No, it's not
that
his real name.
Used.
Mick, me mate, the master farter.
Yeah. Yeah, shotguns at the Notting Hill Hotel. It's not the first time I've heard that.
No. Shotguns belong at shooting ranges and weddings.
Yeah, shotgun wedding. But look, I mean...
It's neither here nor there. Solve that bloody problem. Solve that
riddle.
Rubik's riddle of the sawn-off shotgun. And the Knot of all places,
well,
really.
it's one of these places now that you can't even get a pint for under 15.
No, you can't. But we don't want to go back over old content from the same episode, do we? Anyway, there you go, Rubik's Cubes. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself,
Okay.
Rubik.
Breaking news, science news. Just thought I'd give you a quick update. When
science?
Give us the hot scoop.
Just a hot thing. As a scientist, they're spending the money in all the right places.
Oh, of course.
Scientists thought snakes didn't have clitorises. They were wrong. So they do.
This is a revelation.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
We looked and we looked.
Yeah.
Female snakes have clits too.
Oh.
New study.
Experts say.
Gary says.
Yeah. He found it. We found it, boys. The clitoris. The snake clitoris, that is. It's a slippery serpent. You just can't get your hand on.
It raises the possibilities that the sex lives of snakes are more complicated and sexy.
Why are we celebrating serpent sex?
It smacks of Adam and Eve.
Well, we've seen every other kind of porn. Why not get some snake porn in there too?
True.
Yeah. So, all right. So we know now that the snakes have clits. Does it divulge? Does it give us any further information?
What can we do with them?
Can we fuck it?
Can we eat them?
Yeah, they've been found in clitorisaurs. They've been found in a range of vertebrate life, from crocodiles to dolphins.
We've fingered them all.
One exception.
Some scientists read Dolly magazine and just took it way too far.
Way too far.
Yeah.
Didn't stop. Found the female clitoris, the human female clitoris, and wasn't enough.
What's your field of science? Bestiality.
I look for imaginary things that don't exist.
Until I find them.
One exception is the bird. They don't have. They lost their clitorises over the course of their evolution. Now, is that evolving or is that devolving?
I reckon due to the prevalence of having claws and beaks, they figured out that they're useless to them.
But it's irony because we call chicks birds.
That is ironic. It is ironic. But,
and it's like the elements of a female snake's sexual anatomy went unexamined for so long.
Oh, well, and there it should be. What are you doing? Well, who are these scientists examining these animals? I really want to know.
It says here, like, even in humans, the proper function and significance of the human clitoris was still being discussed in 2006, she says.
She says.
She says.
She says.
She said. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you that update.
Thanks. Wow. What a scoop.
Doggy Doodle, where are you? It's time for your little Doggy Doodle delights. Beluga whales are on a red and endangered listing. And the best part is, beluga whales are very slow swimmers, so it's easier for us to hunt them down and extract their eyeballs. Here at Little Doggy Doodle Delights, we want you to have the best beluga eyeballs on the black market. Beluga whale eyeballs contain a miracle ingredient that help your doggy's coat grow thick and lush. Here at Little Doggy Doodle Delights, we support the illegal fisheries in the Arctic Ocean. In fact, for every Little Doggy Doodle Delights purchase, we donate to the Uzbekistan United Pirate Fishermen Fund. So don't settle for less. Give your dog the best. Little Doggy Doodle Delights. Little Doggy Doodle Delights. Little Doggy Doodle Delights. Little Doggy Doodle Delights.
Oh! That's it.
Well, I think that we've wrapped it up once again there, Tim. Thanks for coming over and get the fuck out.
Yep, I'm out of here.